Alright, good morning. As you can see, I have a package and I have the R18 out, so hopefully this arrived in the mail yesterday and it will be the correct ignition module for the R18. For those of you following along at home, the first R18 module was destroying hall sensors. So I replaced the hall sensor, discovered the hall sensor was getting destroyed by the module, and then asked about a new module, and they agreed to send a new module, and then that one got lost in the mail. And when I asked what happened, they quickly and immediately sent me a new one when they realized it had been lost in the mail. Unfortunately, the second unit they sent me was the wrong one, which is a very honest mistake to make. There's a lot of designs of ignition modules being used on these little engines that they sell. So, no problem there. Talked to them and they offered to send another one immediately. And I also had jerry-rigged this yellow module, which is off of a variety of other engines. And it was working okay, but then I discovered that it was arcing on the outside of the plug instead of sparking inside the engine. So I checked this plug, and this plug has a 5 or 6 ohm resistance to it. It should have, like 0. So when I ordered the next new module, because they kept, bad things kept happening to them, I mentioned the plug, and they offered to send another plug with, and there is another spark plug right here. So hopefully that plug will be good. Let's see. This is set for the right resistance. Measuring. Yeah. And that's our plug that I suspect is bad at 6.2 ohms. And I don't know how well that shows, but you can see there's all kinds of arc burns on the side from a little bit of oil or grease or something that is then getting burned on the side when it arcs around the outside. So opening this up, we've got, yes, looks like the correct ignition module. There's the hall sensor harness. That's this type of plug that it had, or the type of connector that it had. And here is the new spark plug. Oh, the new plug is slightly different. I don't know if you can see, but the insulator is slightly differently shaped. The important distinction is that the old one just had this O-ring on it and the new one has a copper washer, so hopefully that is compatible. Let's check our resistance on the new plug. Oh, come on, you. Am I not? I'm not getting in there to touch that. Huh. Alright. I am not successfully touching that center electrode very well. Don't use the knife I used to open the box, that'll be bad. Let's see if the okay. This plug also says a 6.6 ohm resistance. That's interesting. It should be like very, very low in there, but maybe these are secretly resistor plugs to try and prevent radio interference. We'll see. Hopefully I can get this one to fire instead of arc on the outside. But the new and correct module means it is time to take this old module out. Since it was jerry-rigged anyway, there's the jerry-rigged sensor that I put on it, and okay, the ground is on this peg. Go. There. And then that harness goes through this hole. Switch. Let's see, there's an on-off. Oh, there we go. On-off, that's right side up. Currently the switch is in the on position, so perfect. I get that lined up there. A second. There's not enough switch poking up out of the top there, so I need to take this other nut off. There. And with all the bad luck I've had, I'd be smart to test this before I finish assembling it. But I hope that all of the bad luck I've had is out of the way. So I'm going to just put this all together and go for it. That is an 8mm nut. So that piece just was stickumed on there, but I think I cleaned it and got this. Oh, this sticky is still back on there. It's just very weak, so I'll have to reattach that. But for now, oh, and I accidentally, when I was putting the ground in, it's in the way of the spark plug wire. So loosen that, turn that, so now that I can get that spark plug wire through there. Alright, well, I didn't notice my light was loose. I don't know what was blocking. We'll find out when I edit. That is very unfortunate. Alright, I can't get this to go through there, so I'm just going to go get the next size up drill and drill this hole out one size bigger to fit the plug wire through. So I shall return. Okay, so I got a drill bit, drilled the hole for this ignition, or for the spark plug wire, and now it's time to try to get this ignition module packed up under here. So first things first, there's the screwdriver. Put the battery holder back in. There we go. Kind of loose like there now. Pop the muffler off so I have easier access to the holder for the sensor here. And oh, I don't remember which way is up on that sensor. Alright, well, so get the batteries out of the way again. So as you can see, that battery box goes, covers a lot of stuff in there, so, alright. Batteries, oh, that ignition says on, so shut that off. Find our feeling for the magnet. There's the magnet. Okay. Maybe that's upside down. So these hall sensors do have an upside and a downside. Stick that in there. Yep, I hear it now. Okay. And should be able to get it to spark out here now that we've tested it. Alright, hear it cracking. So, got the sensor in right side up. And I'll have to strip that wire off to make sure it's connecting, but right now, I just want to pull all the extra cable for that sensor down. So I'm going to take the batteries out because the battery plug is also going to end up folded up over here. Okay. that needs to be flat in there. There's exactly enough room there for that to pack up under there and sit on the table. So, there we go. Now, there's a lot of plug wire here, but that's just going to be long on there until I decide what to do with it after we've made sure the engine works. But as we learned last time, this engine is very, very carefully balanced, and having the muffler off, or when I rotated it up to be out of the way here so that I could get at that more easily, it went way out of balance. So, alright. Alright. It is sealing there, so I don't think we're perfect. Alright, well, I guess next will be to try this out.